Okay, I know what you're wondering. What are we going to do now? Well, we're going to generate up a new world. And that... You didn't hear that creaking bit of metal. Anyway, and that world shall be... Well, we're going to use that world more than once. It's going to have, let's say, the medium history. You know, let's just keep all the settings default. You don't need to worry about it too much. But yeah, we'll generate up a world this episode. However long that takes will be as long as this episode is. Yes, this will be a completely new series and has nothing to do with the past blockades, which was just a oh, and there's the generation. Alright, look at it go. It'll be moving quickly at first and then it'll slow down eventually because there'll be more to do. Oh look, some deserts down there. Is that a good swamp? It might be, you know. There's going to be lots of interesting things to do in such a place. Yes. Yes, indeed. So yeah. If you look, there's human civilizations. I mean, do you know? You don't. You don't need me to explain this if you know what's going on. And if you don't know what's going on, I suppose I could explain this. There are some elves. There's some dwarves. There's some more elves. Pretty sure that's goblins. Oh look, there's that black sand desert. There's also some red sands and yellow sands and white sands. Pretty sure that's a good swamp over there. I'm pretty sure that's an evil area, though it may just be evil because it's goblin. Yeah, there's a keep of some description. Yes, there's all sorts of things going on. Yes. And we're only 115 years in so far. But yeah, that black sand desert. A black sand desert. You know, I always did like black sand in DF. I think it looks quite good. Anyway, what is this called? The Everlasting Universe. Yeah, sure it'll be absolutely everlasting. Also, I'm pretty sure that's Elvish. So... Emaecamo, the Everlasting Universe, will be the name of our... Well, it'll be the name of this video at least. And, yeah, it'll be the name of a fair few others after this video as well. Because this video will be genning up the world and maybe looking at a bit of legends, and then in the future we'll be looking at some other stuff. Oh look, a necromancer tower. Desert. Oh look, there's another one. See any more? Necromancer towers. Well, we know we've got necromancers in this world now, so that's interesting. Looks like this dwarven civilization is thriving, although there are elves all around us. Yes. I'm pretty sure that's humans and... Yes. All sorts of things happen. All sorts of things here. Looks like this continent doesn't truly... Look, this, you would think this doesn't connect, but if you look, it really faintly connects there. That's an important spot. We're on... here, 140, yeah. See, it's slowing down because look at all the historical figures and look at all the events that have happened. And we're in the second age of myth. That means that things have died and have been reanimated by necromancers, I'm gonna guess. That tends to be the case. Look, there's another tower. Yeah, necromancers at the current moment are overpowered because the villains update was not fully implemented. You know? So yeah. But I don't see the connection there. Maybe that connects down there and I just can't see it at the moment and... Oh, not responding. Ah, there we go. Yeah, it's going to Dwarf Fortress will stop responding periodically during the world generation process. This is perfectly fine and perfectly natural. This just happens. A lot's going on. Look at all these things. Look at all these historical figures. Look at all these events. Imagine trying to process all of this information. We're in the second age of legends. Those mythological beings that were brought back to life have been re-killed. Isn't that nice? Anyway, it's, yeah. There's lots of keeps around too, and castles and shit. That's interesting. All sorts of people could have had these purchased. Although this one, that's some very strange that's some very. Oh look, those are dead necromancer towers, and there's a live one. A few necromancer towers have died, but wow, there's a lot of necromancers in this world, which tends to be the case. Yeah, it tends to be the case, quite unfortunately. But what can you do? You know, the world gen's gonna be as the world gen is until the world gen gets a bit of a, you know, gets a bit of a fix. But until then, Dwarf Fortress is not responding again, and there it is again. I don't know how this is picking up. I'll have to look at this video before publishing it. We're on 165, so we've still got a few years left, yeah, because a medium history world is 250 years old, which means that we'll be past the first generation of dwarves, because dwarves don't live 250 years, neither do humans, obviously. But yeah, so yeah, things are happening. It's taking a while now, like I said it would, and I'm still talking. I'm trying to find things to talk about. Hey look, another necromancer tower. I'm trying to find things to talk about right now. I don't know if you can tell. It's well, I mean, I have to record the entire thing now. I've committed 7 minutes and 40 seconds to it. So yeah, we're gonna keep on. Oh, and there we go. It's responding again. Don't worry, we'll last to 250 years. The everlasting universe will be using this. World quite extensively. No single fortress like pass blockades. No, all kinds of things, because there's more civs. Look, there's dwarves there, dwarves there, dwarves there. I don't know if that dwarven civ is affiliated with anyone or if it's dead, or no, I think that's actually another dwarven civ. Well, we'll have to see later on. You know, I think we'll do a video checking the legends of the everlasting universe before we set up any fortresses around here. Yeah. 34,327 historical figures. 16,614 dead, and overall 350,984 events, and you did notice that it increased while I was reading it, because, you know, the numbers change every year. Because of course they do. I mean, things happen every year, don't they? In real life and in Dwarf Fortress. And this is definitely going to take more than 10 minutes. This is going to be a pain to upload, but that's okay. We're committed now, okay? We're going to see the full generation of this world. It'll take a while, because of course it takes a while. Now, if I I made the choice to have all the default settings, which means, yeah, we're going to be sitting here a little bit, you know, just waiting patiently for the Oh look, that Necromancer Tower's died. 3 Necromancer Towers dead there now. Whoever these lot are doing a very good job. Look at all this. Yes, someone's doing a good job at getting rid of Necromancer Towers. Unlike some castles, which apparently are still fine with them being nearby. Maybe the castles are in on it. Maybe they're all part of some criminal conspiracy. It is possible. It is possible. So we're almost at 11 minutes. Ain't that exciting? So much of this world generation. You can't say that I'm not committed to this bit, because this is an important part of the Dwarf Fortress process. You know, you can't build a fortress if you don't have a land to build a fort. Oh, did you see that? That was a major change. Anyway, you can't build a fortress in a world that doesn't exist. You know? The fortress has to exist in order for the for you to put something there. Yeah. This is all looking very interesting though, isn't it? Look at that. I really want to do stuff in that black sand desert too. But if you look, there's a dwarven sim here. May or may not be this dwarven sim too. They have roads connecting, so I'm gonna guess. Oh, hello. Well, give me a good view of the bottom then, sure. Ah, it seems that this is an unconnected area. Interesting. Look, there's a Necromancer Tower just there, sitting at the edge. But yeah, there's no real access between this continent and this continent. But this is the much bigger continent. Yes. We could do things all over this map too. Well, you know that. You've seen an embark at least once if you watch the past blockades. But yeah. There's some black sand deserts around here, but I don't know if that's accessible from the continent, and you need it to be accessible from your Civ, otherwise you don't have a trading connection beyond 2 initial trades which are hard-coded. Yes. It does lead to the question, how did they even get there, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. They have the word boat, but they don't have boats, and that's fine. Look at all these dead Necromancer Towers, though. This island is really good at it. Unlike some islands. Look, there's towers all over the shop. This island is making things. Well, there's one right there. Built it next to an abandoned one. They can't just retake an old Necromancer's Tower. Oh no, that's not good enough for me. I want my own Necromancer Tower. Yeah, see, the Necromancers are kind of everywhere, and it'll prove a bit of a problem. But, well, I'll be able to show you sieges in this world at least. Even the Necromancer sieges that can take a long time. I'm gonna have to factor that into any building plans. That's because we can't rely on the outside. No, not in a world like this. Okay, we've still got what? 32 years? Yeah, 32 years left. And this video is remember how quickly it all began generating? I bet you thought, wow, this is going quick, but yeah, still, at least the road networks are extensive, although I must say I do fear some of these developments. wonder, does this connect? It must do, right? There's a necromancer tower and some castles here, so they must be connected here. Yeah. Very tiny bit of land connecting, like here. Thinking about it, does that mean this all connects? We'll have to check. We will have to check. Dwarf Fortress is not responding, and then it is responding because it's got a lot to think about at the moment. 225, 226 years now. Still, it'll be good Legends reading. That'll be fun. It's always fun to read Legends in a world that's had a bit of history, you know, a bit of time for stuff to happen, people to do things, not necessarily good things, well, pretty much always bad things, because like I said, that update was kind of half finished before the whole, you know, Steam release of Dwarf Fortress stuff began. That'll be an interesting time. That'll be an interesting time. The Steam release, I almost said second for some reason, but still, the Steam release of Dwarf Fortress, I've been talking for like, what, 17 minutes now. I don't know if you can tell, but I don't normally speak this long. I mean, I normally take breaks between the 10 minutes, and I know you might think, wow, Seashore's Wall, aka Stone, he's definitely never going to be a streamer. And you're right, I'm not, nor do I intend to be. Why would you bring it up? Anyway, the point is, we've still got a while to go. Oh, this is going to be a long upload, if it even upload. But yeah, the Dwarf Fortress will be an interesting one. It's, you know, it will be interesting to see if people realise that Dwarf Fortress isn't as hard as they say. I know you might say, but didn't you just totally and utterly fail to defend past blockades? And you're right, I did. But that was human error. And I mean, I can't be the only one who's getting a bit bored of past blockades anyway, you know? What can I say? There's just something kind of boring about a fortress where there's no chance for some goblins to come and be annoying at you. You know? Anyway, we are getting ever closer to the Everlasting Universe's end of generation. Which will be good. Yes. It means that we will end this video. And then I'll have to upload this video. And oh my god, the necromancers. I complimented these people for the necromancer destruction, but they just can't keep up with this. No one could keep up with that many necromancers. Undead, all-powerful beings that are consist entirely of humans and dwarves, because goblins and elves can't become necromancers. They're too immortal, naturally, to be necromancers. So, yeah, that's an interesting thing, eh? If there's no dwarves and no humans, there's no necromancers, because all of them are, well, I suppose they're also animal people. So I guess elven animal people can become, necromancers. But that would be more fun than anything, wouldn't it? Oh no, the hamster man, necromancer. Oh no, he's a hamster, and he's a necromancer, and he's a man. that's the thing. Anyway, we've gone over 20 minutes, but we have finished. Everything is doing the things now, and we have the everlasting universe. Yes, that's it. It only took about 20 minutes, and I was planning to record the fourth video after this. Oh wait, no, I mean this is the fourth video, which is being recorded the very day it goes live at like 2:55. Yeah, it's 2:05 right now. No, 5:23. I mean, it's 50. Yeah, you know what I just said. 5 to 3 in the morning, and I'll be looking at this video briefly, and then uploading it. And you know, I don't know why I'm still doing this. Do you really need to see it offloading all these units and all that loading? I don't think you do. So you know what? We're just going to say the things loaded, the things done, the everlasting universe. I'm going to, I'll see you next time. We'll look at Legends or something, and it won't be this long, and it won't just be me rambling. Goodbye until then.